Okay, I'm sure you're probably really tired of naming molecules, but I've gone through the process on several other examples stepwise, but now we're going to do it all together as one. So let's look at this first molecule. So the first thing we want to do is we want to number our carbons. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you started from the other way, that's okay. So we know that this has 6, so this is going to be a hex. Looking at our functional groups, our most important one is this acid. So that's actually step 1, most important functional group, and then we have 2 alcohols. So we have acid and we have alcohols. The acid is going to be the most important. Then we numbered our carbons. So the suffix goes on the functional group at the end of the root name. So hex for 6 carbons. So hexanoic acid is where we are right now. Okay, so now we have to number these. Again, so this is our acid, so that's at 1. And then we have a hydroxyl on carbon 5 and a hydroxyl on carbon 6. So if you're going, why did she just say hydroxyl? If you look on here, alcohol would be hydroxy or hydroxyl. So when it's not the most important, we use it as a prefix. Okay, and again, we want our 1 to be on our most important functional group, or our lowest number. Now, again, if it's 1, it's implied, so we don't actually have to put 1 hexanoic acid, but I might do that just because. Okay, so we're going to put our substituents in alphabetical order in front of everything else. So this is going to be 5, 6. Now notice, since we have 2 of the same, we're going to call it dihydroxyl. And if you like, you can put 1 hexanoic acid. You will most commonly see it without the 1. You will usually just see it as 5,6 dihydroxyl hexanoic acid. Ooh, that's a mouthful, right? Let's do another one. Okay, if we count on here, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a total of 8 carbons, but they're not together. This is our functional group. It's our most important functional group. And when we look at it from our list here, it's an amine. And so this is most important, so we're going to use a suffix. So it's going to be ilamine. Okay, so we know that it's going to be an ilamine. Now our longest carbons here is in a ring. So this is going to be a cyclohex. Now we got to number our functional groups. If at all possible, in this case we can, we want our most important one on carbon 1, which means we will not have to indicate that it's a 1. Now on carbon 3, we have, so that's a 3-methyl group, and we have another methyl group. Okay, so are we ready to put all this together? 3, 3, two methyls, so we're going to call that dimethyl. Cyclohexylamine. How about that? So let me give you a brief suffix, or not suffix, summary. And I need all my colors. Okay, so when we are naming a compound, here's what you should have. You should have a stereo prefix, which we haven't talked about yet, followed by your substituent prefixes, and these need to be in alphabetical order. Then you have your root, that'd be your number of carbons. And finally, you have your suffix of your most important functional group. Whew, that's a lot.